Happy New Year, beautiful people. It's me, Heather, here with another wonderful intention candle for you. This little gem comes packed with so many magical, energetic tools layered inside of it and around it. That I wanted to just do a really quick video for you so that you don't miss out on anything. So, it is 8.5 inches high. It's about 2.5 inches wide. And as you can see, she comes wrapped with a beautiful wand of white selenite, crystal moonlight, as I like to call it, about 4 inches high. There is a sprig of white sage for cleansing your space prior to lighting your candle. There is a stick of Palo Santo that's also attached to this. And what I love about Palo Santo is after you do your white sage smudging, you can go ahead and light a stick of Palo Santo to kind of help put back good energy. It raises the energetic vibration of the space you're working in, and it helps to keep everything grounded as you sort of establish your connection to heart and to your divine source. So I do love Palo Santo after a good ritual smudge. You will see that this candle is rolled in 3 different colors, very intentionally as usual. The amethyst in the center, lavender rather, is to keep you reminded of your divine origins. The yellow on the outside is to remind, or in the middle I should say, is to remind you of that beautiful and unconditional divine spark that you carry with you always. And the black, and probably the most important on the outside, is to visually help you remember that even on the darkest night of the month, when we may not be able to see any sort of growth or feel like there's any kind of forward movement, it's always there. Our faith encourages us to believe that it is always, always darkest just before the dawn. And with the dawn always comes the most beautiful sunrise, filled with renewed light and endless creative potential. So that black on the outside, that is really symbolic of the darkest night of the month and that incredible new moon energy. Okay, so that's what you can see on the outside of the candle. Then we turn inside and I have this magical little cornucopia of gifts for you. Let's start with, we have it's rolled with a myriad of crystal chipstones, healing crystal chipstones. We have aventurine for new beginnings. We have pyrite for magic and manifestation. Selenite. We have amethyst and rose quartz for that divine and unconditional nurturing love and energy. Amethyst to help you remember to connect to your source and for greater connectivity to your divinity. And then we also have what might be one of my all-time favorite stones, chipstones of Labradorite. And Labradorite is truly the stone of magic. As you can see, it looks one way, and then you turn it and the light hits it and it sort of shows up a completely different way. Look at those beautiful flashes of aqua and teal. This is kind of to remind us of ourselves, really, because we appear, or things appear one way to the outer world, but what may actually be happening and what's going on beneath the surface is not always something we can see. So I do love Labradorite. Okay, and then the final piece of this magical puzzle is this 2-inch vial of amazing little energetic gems for you. Most important about this is I'm sure you've heard me talk about my favorite plant, that being this Rose of Jericho. Now, Rose of Jericho, looking at it right now, appears to be this almost dead sort of tumbleweed, but when this is put in water, and this is why it's called the Rose of Jericho, as soon as she starts to take on water, she greens back up again and she becomes this beautiful lush plant, arms spread wide out, and bright green. And so she's called the resurrection plant because just when you think there's no life left in her, she springs back to life with a little bit of water again. And I wanted this to be, not this whole plant, but a few of her branches, I wanted to be tucked inside your vial, because at the new moon, we are all about setting intention. And it's a really good time to remind yourself that any dream worth having is one that is worth resurrecting. So if there's something you've been putting on hold for a while, let the Rose of Jericho branches serve as your reminder that it's never too late to light a fire and bring it back to life again. And then, of course, you have the healing chipstones that are also rolled up into your candle, the Labradorite, the the pyrite, aventurine, rose quartz, and amethyst. And then I've put a few little petals from beautiful red roses in there, just so you'll remember to approach everything with a loving heart. So there you have it. A magical and most powerful new moon candle for you. This can be used not just on our upcoming Capricorn new moon, but on any new moon going forward. I hope that you will light it every new moon and take some time to do a little resetting and maybe pay attention to new intentions that you'd like to set. And celebrate the ones that you have already put into motion. You know, just because it doesn't look like things are moving doesn't mean it's not happening. So I will post the link for you to order this, or if you're locally, you can always contact me to come pick it up. And that's about it. So happy and healthy new year to all. I wish you amazing and abundant love and magic and all that good stuff. And I will look forward to working with you soon. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.